Alright, live. Okay, so I have to be quick with this one. This is going to be a speed running Ace Attorney time. So let's continue. No time for a long intro on this one, because I need to be up. Not too early, but like earlier than I plan on getting to sleep for 8 hours of sleep. So that's good when I'm sick. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry, I missed it. Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea on who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Yeah. What is up, Ewan? Initial trial, what's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, we decided to speed the whole process up. That's smart. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Ewan, what are you doing up at this time? It's 1 a.m. You have school in the morning. Well, we've no time to waste. Alright. Yeah. Oh, cool. That's a good excuse. That's good reason not to be asleep right now. Sorry, let me. Alright. Hey, old bag. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? But we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal? Oh, he's a soft pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Ugh. I heard about what you said the other day. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forgive this. She's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Alright, she seems mad. I guess we'll move to the employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This shall be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean to. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Ugh. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make cursory examination right here. A science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? if there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright? So the food on his plate has been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch up suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Well, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Alright, we've got the grate still lying there. They've seen wisdom at last. They know if they fix it, it'd just get kicked. I'd just kick it off again. Whew, that poor assistant. Alright, necklace, yeah. I guess we'll move into the dressing room. Empty dressing rooms like this are kind of lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's just gonna be the same thing. Soon. There's a box of snacks. It's completely empty. I can feel my eyes burning into the back of my neck. It wasn't empty before, that's odd. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Well, we can be pretty sure WP did take a nap here, like he said. I'm not sure being drugged counts as taking a nap. It's locked. So yeah, it's probably just gonna be same stuff. I should be thorough though. Alright. Let's move to probably Studio 2. I think that's my best option because there's still something there. The bent gate. The bent fence thing. I feel like they wouldn't just add that for no reason, like it's like decoration. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammond put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Yeah, we can't go to Studio 1. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Alright, let me quickly go here. Can I finally examine this? Why is this bent? Some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous. I guess it's nothing. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Whoopsie. Okay. Nope, also not what I wanted to do. Let's talk! Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really taking me off. Dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Okay, yeah, so absolutely nothing. Oh, not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's go into the trailer, I guess, if there's anything different. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. Guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. And it looks the same. This is where they had that meeting. There were documents and paper cups scattered around. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the samurai show. Got some views out of it, yeah. Huh. Maybe something in the... Nothing in here that could be a clue. Yeah, nothing still. Huh. Okay. Maybe I need to examine here. Okay. Band's the same. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, man. Yeah, my license. Whoops. This is where they nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they 216 or something wrong. I don't know, I'm just getting this funny feeling. Okay. It's like nothing. Nothing has changed. I'm seeing if we've got time. This might as well be a junkyard. Okay, yeah. So let's, I guess, move somewhere else. We can go to the detention center, I guess. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed them in there. And you could wipe that grin off your face. Hey, WP. Only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes. There's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Alright. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows this name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in the little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up on being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, That was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Okay. Employee area. Okay, nothing. Anyone suddenly move to the dressing room? Oh! Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if you could... I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder when he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Mr. Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it to be quiet. You understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Scrapbook? And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show it shouldn't just be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Sorry about that. Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid of what could happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know? Well, thanks. We'll try asking her if she'll talk. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols? Nichols? Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Trudging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Am I just gonna... Oh wait, I guess... Just the same evidence I used yesterday. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Oh, well, yes. So? This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal incident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? There it is. Oh, wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Alright, let's move to Studio 2. Examine. Okay, still nothing. I mean, okay, so I noticed this ages ago, but I guess we'll talk to Vasquez then. Present? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She meant the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. You hid this from the press, incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. The conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause, you pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Huh. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh? Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could make a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that, where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. What's Phoenix Wright gonna do? Oh no. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Damn, dude. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Does he have the evidence to get a verdict? Oh, find out next time. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Will Vasquez go free? OMG. Detective Gumshoe. Sorry, it's just wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. Damn, yeah, no, this is... Hoo-wee. Is Phoenix gonna die? Is he gonna get murdered? Like, every single, like, goddamn, like, case, I swear someone wants to kill him. I mean, that's very fair. Like, who wouldn't? Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued on the day of the trial. And I'm ready. Alright, let's save my progress. Oh, Wowee, this is the last day of the case because you're only allowed 3 days for a trial in, in this game. If no one's found guilty, they'll find a guy on the street and take him to jail. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Wasn't she arrested? Edgeworth? Edge? Wowzers. On edge. Wowzers. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. What? Oh, he was just kidding about being arrested, yeah. Really, just let her go. You know, he couldn't arrest her. I honestly wouldn't surprise me if he just like forgot, since like he doesn't seem like too good at his job. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. What the hell, Phoenix? Get your mind out of the gutter. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Mr. Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Okay, so she said nothing except for what has already been stated. I have a question about one part of your testimony. The judge has a question. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with the monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Let's do this. Alright. I did the trailer, a bit before noon. Alright. Your rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate different steaks on the table in front of the trailer. I mean, this all sounds right. So... I guess I'll ask. This trial is compelling. Damn. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. And at 4... I don't know what to press her on. No, Phoenix is blowing the case. I mean, that was... Okay. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Damn. You love emotes now. I guess I'll ask what she did. Yeah, I don't know. She ate steaks. And what were you doing at that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Right. He just hit his desk. It was a 15-minute break. Alright. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat the steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Well, okay. So what's odd is, yeah, there were, like, all the other, like, steaks and stuff had the bones still. But then the one that was with them had no bones. Which is odd. But nobody else seems to find that odd, so I guess it's not that odd. I don't know. Hold on. Yet Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I'd Sal take me into the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. Bro, what is the contradiction? I mean, the tree's still... Oh, wait. There's still, like, a tree in the way, kind of. Okay. So maybe... the head? Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Okay, so that didn't. Okay. How did Stephen Paddock sneak 24/5? I don't know. I don't know, like, he did, like, what that guy did, but in that one movie, you know? He did. That's how he did it. I don't see anything contradictory. I mean... maybe someone helped him? Hold it. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. I don't know what is contradictory. Contradictory. They went to Studio 1 for the rehearsal, but he was dead? I wish you said a little more. I don't. I entered the trailer a little before noon. Is there anything at all? It's 2 p.m. A little before noon. Maybe, wait. I mean, this could be... I mean, this is a stretch, but... I mean, the burn? Where's the burn? Huh, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large burn has been left behind. That is odd! I knew it! Need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside this trailer. That is what I've been saying! There were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak! Or you ate the bone as well! You are a dinosaur! You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Murder! She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. He sees... Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Alright, good night. Sleep tight. Have good dreams. Dream of murder. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. I think I'll win because I can cheat. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could. It's not impossible. Maybe it's not impossible, but... Silence. I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes. I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of a Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that right. If you still think she did it, show us proof. Hey Nick. Look at the data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear? Yeah, it's got duct tape on it. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim, but I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you. What is this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. It's because it was mended with duct tape. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I'll be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was it? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us? It wasn't the gate. There's no way it was the fence again. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. There's no way it is the fence again. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer, standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Misty Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Through whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You denied that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside this costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry that body. That's the reason she needed to go through with the van. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Use the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a co-conspirator? Of course he was, yeah. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had been placed into the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Oh, wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez. So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? This is so anticlimactic. She's so calm. Like, most of the time they're like... Who can say? You can. Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Bro. Like, the entire time, Will Powers has been, like, getting attacked because of, like, from no evidence at all. Because someone apparently murdered him in the suit that he owns. Or, like, he doesn't even own it. It's a studio suit. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. I have become the prosecution and Edgeworth has become the defense, yet still, if I don't prove that she murdered him, my guy goes to jail? Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. Ugh, what do I do now? I guess we should have her testify. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Oh, Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I'm sorry. I see, very well. Objection! Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecution, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have to get anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Jesus! Indeed. Verily, I say, ergo... I want to hear what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? But the previous one, he did not get a guilty verdict. After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. She was asking for the script though. I don't know if that's anything. But before, she was asking, hey, if you see the director, tell him to give me my script. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Okay. I mean, I guess I can push her on there unless I have, like, evidence of that. Do I have the script on me? Yeah, I didn't think I did. Hold it. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring her script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why a prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? He's prosecuting her! What do you mean career change? He's not defending goddamn Will Powers. At this point, Will Powers is almost like proven innocent. There's more like evidence that the little kid murdered him than goddamn Will Powers. I will stand by my statement. However, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Also, like, he's on the side of the police, right? So he's not like on the side of Vasquez. He's just on the side of the police who are trying to get a guilty verdict. And if she's guilty, he should go after her, right? It's not like the defense and like the prosecution. There should be now a separate trial for her where they get another defense lawyer and Edgeworth is the prosecution for her. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. How did you know he was injured? Went back to the trailer to get my seat. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Okay. Jesus, this is insane. Okay, so you found the body? What time was that? We were about to meet at 5 for rehearsal, so I'd say it was about then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manel arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in the costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? That's not evidence that you didn't do it. You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. But you could have. But boy, the witness will continue her testimony. Assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all the bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince anyone they could. They didn't require questioning. Okay. Did it? I mean, it wasn't that he was injured. It was he was dead by then. Why would he be like? Why would it be told that he was injured? Oh, I know what I want to do. Alright, I guess I'll also press some other things while I'm here. Security lady. What? Oh, I've already asked this. Whoopsie. Alright. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. That's not true at all. We often left him on the bus. When shooting at location, no one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent, so we stood in there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Oldback, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers solely based on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to also have given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. Don't think there's anything I can use. Okay. I don't know, I think it's like... And he wasn't just injured? Objection. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Really? Okay. Okay, this is bad. I went back to the trailer. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. I don't know. Oh my god. Only Powers was absent. Okay. Table and play test. I have no clue. What is contradictory here? Objection. Nuh-uh. Jesus. Am I dumb? Objection, I'm an attorney. This is like a children's game, right? I'm not a child. I should be able to get this. Huh. What is it? I don't know. What time was that? Jesus. I'm so lost. I don't know. That is contradictory because he was sleeping. I don't know. This. Okay, nope. That was. Ooh. Get one last chance. And I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe so I left him behind. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. As in, found the body. System was there too, and the powers is absent. Okay. Well, okay, so if only powers is absent. New camera, Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Called police and Powers showed up. Security lady Oldback was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I don't know. I think I've just lost. I'm gonna present this. This, yeah. Oh wait, what? I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Fortunately, I'll have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I must be on the wrong track. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong. Court finds the defendant guilty. God, how? That is all. The court is adjourned. Jeez. I don't know. What am I guess... Alright, I'm gonna end it here. I have no clue. I'll probably ask for help. I spent so long. I can't think of what was contradictory there. But I'm not going through that trial again today. So that was enough of that. I'm going to bed now. See you later. That was frustrating as hell, I'm gonna be honest. See ya.